She has a mother who's waiting for her. Who's missing her. And why should I care about her mother's pain? No one is here for my pain. This was my home.
Guys, we are reacting to Rebel Moon, and I'm a big fan of the director who created this movie, because as you can see, the one who made this movie is called Zack Snyder. So I like all the work that Zack Snyder made, from Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, and the Justice League, the Snyder Cut, which is actually cool and amazing. And now we have this not new movie, but to me it's a new movie, which is called Rebel Moon. So I'm really excited to see everything that is actually going to be amazing in this movie. I'm really excited because I'm a big fan of Zack Snyder, and I know all the movies that he makes are actually quality and good in terms of visual effects, 3D CGI and stuff. Everything is amazing. Just imagine watching a movie like 300, which was so amazing, and being able to watch all the DC trilogies that he made. Actually, it was every movie that he made, it was amazing. He's an amazing director. So to me, I'm a big fan of Zack Snyder in general. They tend to sense armies and stuff, because just by hearing different stories, it's like they're like Nazis and stuff. Like they're actually like to cause trouble. Like, hey, we are owning this planet, so this land is for us, or maybe, which is actually crazy. Just seeing the ship, the way they're arriving, it's actually amazing. I like this cinematography that is happening in this movie. Every scene is crazy, and you can see it's like showing the reality of how normal people can live with actually people from space, which is actually crazy and insane. And what the hell, what are you using to feed? Can you create different plantation inside the ship? Because you're a ship, how can you manage to feed all the people who are going to be inside that ship? It's crazy and insane. Not crazy, but I was saying weird stuff. What do you want to know everything about that village? I don't trust you. I don't trust you. You are trying, hey, okay, now we come to visit. You want to tell me about your village so that we can conquer it or something, or maybe take something from it. Because a normal person, he looks like Hardy. It's like a captain, really. They want grains, really? You want grains? You want grains, really? And you want all of it. You see, I told you. You have a gigantic ship. What if you tend to take different soils from different lands, which are actually fertile, and then create a mechanism where you can actually influence different cultivation of different crops inside a ship? I think that it may work so easy, rather than going to different planets, going to different communities, and tend to force them to give you plantation and taking all their cultivation or maybe harvest, and then not being able to pay them just because you have different armies and bots that you can just use to suppress different community. That is actually not right. So to me, I think this genre is actually dumb, because you have different opportunities that you can use so that you can actually solve the problem of hunger that you're experiencing in that spaceship. Because if it was me, I would think hey, you know what, let's go to different planet that has a really good soil. We can take those soils, and then we can take that soil in the spaceship and then tend to create different plantation in the ship, because you can see the ship tends to look gigantic, and we can actually tend to separate different lands in the ship so that we can make them as plantation where we can grow crops and different fruits and stuff, so that we can able to sustain food resources that people in the ship that are going to use, which is actually cool. But now they have to come to different places, different planets, so that they can tend to suppress different communities in terms of giving out different harvests without even leaving an extra crops to them to survive. That's actually tyranny, which is actually insane. Okay, the character who is actually fighting the army soldiers is actually a not normal person, so I want to know the backstory of this lady, because if this lady is able to fight these armies from the mothership, it means she is so skilled. Because a normal person can be able to fight all these army soldiers in just one spot, and almost she succeeded in killing maybe how many? A lot. So maybe she's a rebel. That's my thought, because if you can defeat all those people with a gun using different skills, it means you know different fighting skills, or maybe you're someone who's special. We need to know the backstory, because I'm really curious to see.
What are you waiting for? I'll get you in.
So now we are learning about this backstory, which is actually amazing. So she's actually familiar. She's familiar, and she used to be like a soldier or something, and who was like adopted with this like lieutenant or maybe captain or something, like high rank official, which is actually crazy and amazing. So that's why she was able to fight all these army soldiers who were like tend to cause chaos, who was trying to rape these women. So now we are learning the backstory of this lady. So is she going to be like the main character who actually tends to be like, what is called, a hero? Or is she going to form this group of rebel? Because if she's going to create this group, it means it's going to be amazing. The last time I saw those like tentacles, or maybe, is from so it's like when you're watching, have you watched like the Matrix, when people, especially who were like in the Matrix, who were kept in this pod, they tend to have like different holes which are like tentacles and stuff. That scene was so crazy. So everything is spooky, because as you can see, this general has like an alien who has different tentacles and stuff, which is actually crazy. So do you mean to tell me like these are people but not people? I don't know. But every scene that we are seeing here is strange. So I don't know. I'm really like excited to see that everything that is going to happen in this scene, because every scene was so cool. Every scene was amazing, and I like the way it tends to give you like this like Star Wars vibe, because the footage is actually not highly saturated, if you understand what I'm saying right now. But yeah, I'm really excited to see. So you want to talk? Okay, you can see. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Is that like a scorpion or something, or maybe a spider? That's actually scary. It's actually scary. Okay, giantess alien creature, why are you trying to abduct this small child? Just because you lost all your eggs or maybe kids and stuff? Now you have to take a human. So you want what? You want to eat it or something? That's actually creepy. Yes, it's not the way. But she's actually terrifying just by look at it. Damn. Their makeup is actually crazy.
I know.
So you kidnap this kid, and now you are actually threatening us that you're going to kill this kid. So what is the point of you taking her or something? What the hell? And the issue is, you can see this, she's gigantic, and she has these tentacles like a spider or maybe scorpion or stuff, and she's gigantic, and she's fighting this Chinese lady. I don't know if she's Chinese, I'm just saying so that you can get the context of what I'm actually trying to mean, which is insane. If it was me, I'll be running away because this character is actually scary and I don't want any smoke. How can you be able to fight this character who tends to look like a spider, who has like these tentacles which are actually so sharp? So if you move and that move was actually wrong, you may be stabbed. So as you can see, in this Rebel Moon universe, we have different characters who are actually creepy and scary. This scene is actually scary. I like the way they are fighting because as you can see, the Giantess knows how to fight and use all these tentacles, which is actually crazy. The way she moves is actually scary. And she has this spear or something that can poke you. Okay, this scene is really crazy. The blades that can tends to like have fire in it, because that is actually crazy. This is actually a really good way to fight this gigantic spider-looking character, which is actually insane. The way first this character who's actually like a giantess plus spider-looking tend to look so scary. And what is actually so horrifying is the eyes, because as you can see, she's like a spider version of like a Giantess character plus spider. She tends to have these different eyes on her head, which is actually so scary. And the way she was like talking, you can see her mouth is like actually black with actually like really sharp teeth. So you can see that scene was so horrifying, which is actually crazy but also insane. I hope you guys can see this scene and be able to say like, oh, this character is actually amazing. The way they tend to create these characters, amazing. I like it. She's gigantic, and the fun fact about this episode is the way the blades are able to light up is like when you're watching those like lightsabers, they tend to have like different lights. So this scene was actually crazy. So the way it moves, it's like when you're watching Mortal Kombat, the way like the fatalities that are happening is the same thing in this scene, which is actually amazing. I'm a big fan. So Zack Snyder, this is actually amazing. I like every creature that which are going to be introduced in this movie. So yeah. Okay, what the hell? Where are we moving? Okay, what the hell? Okay. I'm really excited. Guys, tell me in the comments, what is your favorite scene from Rebel Moon? I want to know. So feel free to tell me in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. And we have this dude. You know what? This is why I hate. Yesterday I watched The Matrix. The first, like the Matrix movie. The dude who was so scared facing these people decided to betray the people who were like Keanu Reeves and other people in Trinity. And here we have this dude who was actually in the first scene trying to help this lady to find other rebels so that they can be able to save this community that is actually being oppressed by these people from the mothership, right? And now he was able to betray them, and now they're actually trapped. This is a sign of like, you don't need to trust anybody, especially when you're actually focusing on like, you have a mission. You should not trust anybody because everyone has their own malicious intents, and they may use your own weakness or maybe your own determination that you're actually focusing on achieving to satisfy their intention or their greed. Because I bet he was given bribes of something or money or promises of something. That's why he betrayed these people, which is actually crazy. And the issue is the way they are trapped, they can be able to be free. It's like they are locked down to death, which is actually crazy. So loyalty, wait. Come on. Who are these characters who tends to have like this demonic, skull-looking face, which is actually crazy looking, and the way the outfit they're wearing is like red, and they tend to have like these gigantic hats, and they look like they're priests, but they're not even priests, kind of like aliens. Scary as hell. We are here to fight you. What the hell are you saying? We just want our community to be free because you want to take all the crops. So what if you take all the crops and this land is actually have no crops? So now you have to create another season so that we can get those other crops to sustain the lifestyle and the sort of surviving people that, I'm saying, like, how can you, like, there's no food now and now you're trying to take everything. Create your own plantation inside a ship so that you can survive. Don't tend to go to different planets and take all the resources so that you can sustain your living in the ship. Where with different aliens, because I bet you're living with different aliens. Look at this dude. Wait, look, let me show you. Yes, you recognize what? Yes, and she has like higher rank. Are you going to kill her? Most wanted fugitive. What you are trying, you're removing. I don't trust this dude. I'm sorry if you're going to, like, you're hearing a lot of trash talk in this movie reaction. It's because sometimes I may get pissed when I'm watching movies, and when I see some characters that I don't like and they tend to cause chaos, or maybe they tend to cause like obstacles to the main characters who are actually trying to save people, I tend to trash talk them because they really act really good in terms of like presenting how evil they are. That means the actor is actually successful in terms of like giving out their message in terms of like portraying different characters in movies. So that's what you can see when you see like a character is like a reactor who is actually mad. That means the work is actually cool. Hit him with everything. What are you trying to create? Are you trying to create a beast or something? What the hell are you doing? Are you trying to... You brought this person into life.